What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius Avon. Ugh, let me restart that back again. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get used to saying Levi. Anyways, it's Aquarius Leviathan prophecy, and boy, uh, WrestleMania's tomorrow. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to watch it. Hopefully, I can live stream it on YouTube. But anyways, I'm basically here to talk about my Knicks. I mean, where should I start? Or where should I start? Listen, we all get it. The Knicks are dumpster fire. They're bad. They suck. They stink. They're the worst organization, second probably behind the Browns if we are ranking, worst teams in different sports venue. We have not had that much success even during the Carmelo Anthony Stoudemire tandem. We were good before we got Carmelo Anthony. Obviously, Stoudemire was in MVP conversation, averaging I think 27 points per game. Before him, we had guys like Stephon Marbury, we had Zach Randolph, we had Nate Robinson, we had Landry Fields. I mean, yeah, and obviously, around the 1999 season, the Knicks were the first team in NBA history to knock off the number one seed. Obviously they squeezed their way into the playoffs as the number eighth seed in 1999, defeating the number one seed that was Miami Heat at the time with Alonzo Mourning. Yeah, and I think no, not Jermaine, no, just Orlando Mourning. I didn't really know too much about any Heat player at the time. But yeah, so now we're in 2020, and we are currently probably going to have we're probably going to have the second pick in the NBA draft. I don't think the Cleveland Browns are going to do anything with their second pick, just, because they accumulated so many picks over the years. You had the Michael Bent, who's been a bust. You had Andrew Wiggins, who drafted and then traded to the, Timberwolves. Obviously you had LeBron James. You had Kyrie Irving, etc., etc. Only two of them had, risen up, had led the team in high expectations. Even though I still think that if LeBron James never went back to Cleveland, Kyrie would have been ringless. He wouldn't have won a ring. But since LeBron James came back to Cleveland to bury the hatchet and stuff to win them a championship, you can't hate the guy. I wish KD would have done the same thing. Obviously when Westbrook is there. Now obviously Westbrook is on the Thunder. I mean, he's on the Rockets now, but obviously, when he made that decision, I thought he was gonna go back to OKC to do the same thing as LeBron because that's the team that they drafted him, that drafted him, even though they recollated back to OKC. Actually, they were Supersonics, but obviously they went to OKC. They moved to OKC. But anyways, we drafted RJ with the third pick. And he had a rough, shaky start. The first 10 games. But he's coming along smoothly. I don't really think he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. He'll probably be third in vote. He'll probably make it second team rookie team, or he might probably finish third in rookie votes. I'm not sure. But he had one hell of a good season. He just needs to work on his free throw shooting. But other than that, he's not bad. He's gonna have a lot of he's gonna be making a lot of clutch plays and shots, in the garden for years to come. So now, now we're just focusing on, the disappointment that Steve Mills has cost us, obviously. Um, a lot of people still think that the Knicks are not even remotely better unless James Dolan is removed from the team. You know, listen, in my opinion, I don't like James Dolan. I never did, but I mean, at least he's not. At least he. I mean, obviously he did hire Isaiah Thomas, and Isaiah Thomas did an awful job. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they was offering, jobs to Charles Barkley, he declined it because he knew that there's a difference between coaching and being a player. You can't be a great head coach. You can't be a great player and then be a great head coach. Like a lot of people might think, oh, MJ is the greatest, basketball player ever, but he's a total shithead when it comes to management. Like he doesn't necessarily know how to manage a team. You know what I'm saying? Bobcats has been trash for so long. Had Walker for a good, you know, 8 years, 9 years, and then obviously, he went to, Boston. So, you could point at that. Isaiah Thomas is another one. Great player, won championships, but a shitty GM. Not a great management. Not a great, person to manage things. So I mean, here we are. Now we got Scott Perry and Rose. So now we're just trying to put the pieces together. You know, um, I don't really care who we get in the draft. A lot I hear a lot of talk about LaMelo Ball. I mean, I don't really know much of these dudes that's coming out the draft. I know the Warriors, whoever the Warriors pick, number one is gonna dictate who the Knicks pick at number two. So if so if the so if the Warriors pick that dude, I forgot his name, Wiseman. Yeah, there you go. God, I can't even talk. If the Warriors pick Wiseman, then a lot of people would think that the Knicks are gonna pick LaMelo Ball, right? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want another point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a two-way guard. He's a two-way guard, obviously, but he's a he's a much bit taller, lengthier, height, weight, speed, but we need a point guard though, because the last point guard we had was Raymond Felton, and he didn't do a bad job, but he wasn't our point guard that we needed at the time. And obviously we had Tony Douglas, and we just had a lot of point guards that didn't fit that mold. And then obviously we had Jason Kidd, but he was only there for like 1 year, I think. So yeah, so if we could just solidify that position that has been a thorn to our side for years, then I think we'll be great. I think we'll have the next point guard for the next, 20 years, or 15 years. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically it about the Knicks right now. Um, and I don't know how the suspension is going to affect the draft. You know what I'm saying? So right now, um, I don't know what's the Knicks record. The Knicks record is probably like 20. If I had to guess, the Knicks record right now is like 20, 23 to 43, I believe. So they would probably have the third or the second pick because I don't see them picking third again. You know what I'm saying? Um, but then you got, the Hawks and you got the Bulls. But then again, the Bulls are not really doing nothing with their pick. The Hawks are more interesting pick because they still got Trey Young and then now they got Clint. So now you add another piece to that puzzle. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're gonna take LaMelo Ball because they already got Trey Young. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to, competition and heading into, summer league and whatnot. Obviously, the players don't really play in summer league. It's for the rookies and the undrafted players that didn't make the team. But they don't want to have another competition. You know what I'm saying? And then the media is going to start piling on saying, "We want such and such," or "We want the metal ball." You know what I'm saying? Um, so the Knicks might pick LaMelo Ball. I was watching CK2K. He's one of not my favorite, but he's up there with he. I'll take that back. He's one of my favorite Knicks YouTubers. Behind him and Trey and Terry. There you go. That's what I was trying to think of last time. The names that I do follow. Trey and Terry. They are also Knicks fans. So I'll probably put the description. I'll probably put I'll put the video. I'll put it. Oh my God. I'll put the link down in the description box down below so y'all can check them out. And yeah. So right now the Knicks are probably gonna pick number two. Um, who they pick at number two? I don't know. I really don't know who they're gonna pick at number two. Um, no, I mean I think Lamelo Ball is the right fit. Um, so if the time comes, then we're gonna pick Lamelo Ball. Take take a page out of the New York Giants when they draft. What's their motto? Pick the best player available. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, I know the Knicks don't really go by that motto, but I mean, obviously, you're gonna have to because obviously the Warriors are gonna pick Yasmin, uh, and then obviously we're gonna pick whoever is left on the board. You know, so and then obviously you got Hunter from North Carolina Tar Heels. So you got a lot of talent on that stage come June or July. So yeah, if you like what you saw, hit that like button, smash on the notification bell. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.